want to share with you today how I found out Mochi got lymphoma. Lymphoma is a type of blood cancer that develops in the lymphatic system where the white blood cells grow uncontrollably. It's unfortunately one of those things where there will most likely be no clear symptoms until it sneaks up on you. A year ago, Mochi would whine at 5 to 6 a.m. and go hide in our bathroom. For a whole year, I had this gut feeling that something wasn't quite right. I felt like he was in slight discomfort, but because there were no continuous or additional symptoms, I just chalked it up to anxiety. He is a very anxious dog, and we have really loud construction outside. Every time Mochi felt unwell, I would take him to the vet, and I actually maxed out our insurance, ASPCA. So ASPCA, if you are watching, please let me know if you can increase our annual limit. Over the course of a year, Mochi lost 8 pounds and we did nothing different. It was a gradual loss, so like 1 to 2 pounds every single month, but because he's also a senior dog, it's not atypical that they start to lose muscle mass at this age. Last year, I noticed that he was licking his genitals a little bit more, and at some point he also had green discharge coming out of his pee-pee. Hi. Oh my God. It was very subtle, but the discharge actually went away on its own, which made the symptoms I just described make sense. But the vets did tell us that it's actually quite rare for a male dog to get a UTI. After antibiotics, his symptoms of peeing a lot and straining to pee went away. In February, his whining increased and I decided to take him back to the vet to go back to the drawing board. My nagging feeling of something was bothering him never went away. Blood tests came back normal, except slightly elevated kidney levels, but still in the normal range. The free catch urine showed that he had a lot of bacteria, but they wanted to do a sterile urine sample to confirm. I then remember pushing really hard for an abdominal ultrasound. The ultrasound was normal. The only thing they found was a slightly enlarged lymph node in his abdomen, but it was a small difference, and paired with the fact that Mochi had no additional symptoms, it led our vets to believe that they did not need to sample it at the time. Exactly a week later, Mochi woke up at 5:30, ran to the bathroom, and started screaming bloody murder. I petted him to comfort him, and as I was touching his neck, I felt 2 lumps, and the right was bigger than the left. That day, we were meant to go to the vet for a sterile urine sample, and I told the vet techs that I think his lymph nodes were enlarged. The vet came in and confirmed it, and we immediately sent it out to the labs to sample it. At that point, I was told the lymph nodes in the neck and the abdomen are completely separate systems, which they are. It could have been just another infection in this area. Next day, we got a call that Mochi had E. coli in his system, poor boy, which caused the UTI. And with what we know now, it makes sense because of his weakened immune system. It's just so strange because he did not show any UTI symptoms anymore. The next morning, I was petting Mochi and